Hey there, Journal Goddesses. It is Dion Ruff Sloan, the Tea Priestess, your natural rhythms creation coach and elemental forces of creation oracle practitioner. Let's go ahead and dive into this Beltane window reading. So first, put your hands on your heart and give yourself some love. Just really slather it on. Just appreciate this beautiful body that you get to walk around in and experience all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. And you might even want to take a deep breath and breathe it out like that as well. Give yourself just the space just to be. And if anything is swirling and twirling around in your head, give yourself permission to set it outside of our space. And it'll be there waiting for you. And at that point, you can decide whether or not to pick it up, whether it is yours or whether to delegate it to someone else to take care of. And just give yourself some deep appreciation, as I am giving you such deep appreciation for being here with me. Hi there. I am so excited. Happy Beltane. Now, probably by the time that you watch this, it'll be the day after Beltane. I usually do the Beltane window, meaning I kind of start tuning into it the day before, really honoring it as much as possible the day of, and then just getting those last little nuggets of information on the day after. So as you can see, I'm kind of dressed up for Beltane here. I've got my priestess robes on, and I made myself this beautiful, and you can't see it really well, but maybe if I can find a picture of the back of this beautiful, beautiful kimono robe thingy that I've made, I will put it at the end of the video. So, because it is Beltane, and I'm leaning over here to get my journal, because it is Beltane, I went ahead and pulled out the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. I got it separated out into all of the elements, and so we're going to tune in to our creations and see what the elements have in store for us. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Beltane. It is the it is a wheel of the year point, and this is a magic time. The wheel of the year points in general are magic times, but it's the cross quarter point of the wheel of the year following the spring equinox. And you might be familiar with it with May Day. Some places put out a maypole and they dance around the maypole, wrapping the ribbons around. It's the start of the turning point towards the summer. So I know in my part of the world, really it's just after a weird wonky start, which is typical of Georgia by now, by my experience of the part of Georgia that I live in by now, it's everything is finally growing and green. We're getting in the few places that I have sunlight. I don't get a lot of light in my house, so I have to kind of go and hunt for it because I am surrounded by trees, and I wouldn't change that for all of the sun. So I get dappled sun through the leaves. Can't grow many food plants because of it, but boy, do I enjoy it. I enjoy all of the birds at all of the different hours. I've got owls at night, and I've got woodpeckers during the day, and then songbirds just throughout the day. I see all sorts of birds. So I love, love, love that I have a natural tree line, a natural fence line of trees around my house. And this is the time I love walking around the property that I have been giving stewardship of for now. So this is a celebration of the union of God and Goddess in the great sacred marriage. And a lot of the ceremonies were performed to help ensure fertility in the land. So one of the wonderful things about tuning in right now is that it gives you the opportunity to really connect with where your creation has a life of its own, and the things that you want and need in order to help that creation grow. So this is when the energy is really, really up. Now, I don't know about you, but that arbitrary day of New Year's is not necessarily when I start setting goals. I actually start writing out things and dreaming and envisioning, holding a vision internally for what I want to create in the new year around winter solstice. So as you can, I don't really feel my energy around what I'm creating in my life gets really started to crank up until I get into these windows. A little bit in bulk, but not too much because it's still very cold here. And then a little bit more during the spring equinox, and then a little even more now during Beltane. And from here, it'll start to just really ramp up. So let's tune in. Just think of something that you are working on. So for me, for example, I'm working on making sure that I get more movement in my body, more walking, more good nourishment. Because for me as a Taurus who's just had a birthday, for me with this Taurus sun and all of these other Taurus aspects within me, I need to have that sensuality, the senses, as fuel. That's what fuels me, what moves me, what helps me to be the most juicy person I can be so that I can get things moving. So that's one of the things I'm tuning in. And I'm also tuning in things business-wise because, like I said, I am bringing out a new e-course in June, Beyond the Book. So I'm going to tune into those two pieces, but just pick one. You just pick one. All right, so we're just going to give thanks to Earth. Nice deep breath. Thank you, Earth, for all of the ways that you support our creations and our ability to bring the life that we want to live forward. And what do our creations need to flourish physically? What do our creations need? What systems and structures do they need? What supports do they need? What power do my creations need? And on your behalf, on behalf of the collective, everyone who's watching my video, stewardship. So, what caretaking do your creations need? You might want to make a list of different things. I know for myself, I've traveled a little bit, and so I kind of got off of my regular rhythm of movement. And so I really want to bring some awareness to how I can make sure that I'm still getting movement when I'm traveling. So take a moment, write that down for yourself. Also, pause the video. If you're really getting some good stuff, pause this video and continue on. I'm just going to take myself a quick little note. All right. Thank you, Earth, for your precious, precious wisdom. All right, so let's move on to water. Giving thanks to water, and just water, that emotional place. What do my creations need to flourish? What emotional support do my creations need in order for them to flourish as I continue to bring them forth into my life? What emotional support? And then on behalf of all of us, me and all of us watching this video, emotional awareness. Now this one is a really, really powerful thing. So are you emotional awareness? How are your emotions when you are working on your creations, or when you think about your creations? Are you feeling like that you're doing something out of obligation and you're not really passionate or excited about it? And what is that doing to your creations if you're not feeling really open and uplifted about doing it? So for me, an example with the whole, with the physical movement, I have to be really mindful about shoulding myself, you know. Oh, I should be exercising, or I should be walking, or I should be spending, the whole, well, I should do 30 minutes, but what if I did 15 minutes? Or what if I made sure that I got up and moved around 5 minutes at a time, every hour, for at least 5 minutes every hour during the day that I'm up, that counts too, and that's movement too. And that's a more gentle way for me to be with the movement as well. All right. And again, pause the video and give yourself just a few minutes to just jot down a note here for yourself. Deep gratitude to water for all of its wisdom and all the ways that it supports us. All right, moving right along. We are now into air. So, precious air, breath of life. What thoughts and ideas do I need in this time from you for my creations to flourish? What thoughts and ideas from you do I need to hold for my creations to flourish? And so on my behalf and behalf of all of the people watching this video, have peace. So what does it mean to be at peace with where you are and where your creations are? I am at peace. Just thinking about being at peace with not moving in the way that I should, that feels lighter to me somehow. Just being peaceful about it. It doesn't feel like it's struggle. It feels very grace-filled, very easy. It feels very, very supportive, So I want you to remember that the way that you hold things in your mind, your thoughts, that air realm, impacts the water realm. So when I am thinking of being at peace with moving my body, being at peace with where my body is right now, being at peace with what I need to, what I choose, and look at how that word changes. I choose to move. Feels so much lighter. So peace. What does that have for you in your creations? All right, here we are with fire, the action realm. Oh, and we don't want to forget to give thanks to air. Thank you, air, for all of the ways that you support us with your clean intentions and your clear thoughts and all of the beautiful ways that you support us. All right, fire. Thank you, fire, for the actions. So, thank you for your movement. So, thank you for the helping us to see things in non-ordinary ways. So, let's tune in. Fire. What do my creations need from you at this time to flourish? What actions do I need to align with? And so on behalf of myself and anybody watching this video, fire says growth. So what growth needs to happen? Do you need to grow yourself by connecting with people who are doing something similar to you? Do you need to, or is growth calling you to release and let go of some things that you used to have so that you can grow into the way that you need to be? Who do you need to be? What kind of person do you need to be in order for your creation to come fully into fruition? I'm going to write that down because that, my friends, is really juicy for me right now. The other thing that comes to mind, and certainly pause the video if you need to, but the other thing that comes to mind around this growth piece is it's actually around the fire piece. Just thinking about the way sometimes it takes a little bit extra effort to get a fire going. You know, sometimes you might not have enough kindling, or the wood might be a little wet. I'm fresh off of being able to spend some time outside and seeing some other people really work to get a fire going, and then when it finally did catch, it really burned. But it took a little while. It took trying a bunch of different things in order to get the fire to grow, get the fire to start, and get the fire to grow. So what does that have for you? Do you need to add more kindling? Do you need to surround yourself with more inspiration? What is it that you need to do to get your creations to grow? All right, my dears, thank you, fire, for your beautiful, never stopping, always in motion self, and the way that you support us in all of the things that we do. All right, and so now, Spirit, thank you, beautiful Spirit, God, Goddess, all that is, the beautiful essence expression that is me and all of those that are watching that create up this beautiful world of ours. What do my creations need at this time from you to flourish? And on behalf of myself and all of the beautiful people watching this video, we need to tune into a desire. And so, of course, the first thing that I think of, because I'm an 80s kid, the first thing that I think of is that U2 song, Desire. So what is it that you truly desire, and what is it that you really want to bring forth? So really tune into this desire piece around your creation. Is that truly what you desire? And why do you desire it? Is it because of a certain way that you think it will make you feel or make you show up in the world? Why is it that you desire this creation? All right, my friends, let us give thanks to Spirit for the ways that it guides us. And do make sure that you spend a little bit of time with these cards: Earth, stewardship; water, emotional awareness; air, for peace; fire, growth; and then Spirit, desire. Spend some time playing with these, and if you can, move those words around and see if you can come up with a little affirmation for yourself, so that way you can take it forward with you as you work on your creations and get them growing. Again, if you have anything that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear what affirmation you came up with. Leave those comments in the boxes below. And if you liked this video, please subscribe and pass this on to anyone whom you think might enjoy what I'm offering. I will see you next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Do get out and celebrate this glorious Beltane turning of the wheel point. Do something fun for yourself. Connect with nature. Go out and just walk in the park. Buy yourself some flowers. Just do something. Dress in bright colors. Spruce yourself up. Just give yourself something to really uplift your energy and allow you to make a deep connection with your creations. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.